Bella said, "Oh, so y'all thought I was boring? Well, I'm going to show y'all who's boring. In fact, don't even call me Bella since y'all have been calling me Beldasha. My name is Beldasha. This is Bella 2.0.
Kay Unscripted, no teeth restricted. In this journey, watch our stories unfold.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kay. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so sorry, it's been a long weekend. I've been spending time with family, but I'm here and I'm about to give you this recap. I'm going to be joining episode 4 and episode 5. And what am I talking about? Love Island USA season 7. This recap is going to be for episode 4 and 5. Let's just put it together and let's talk about it. But before we get into it, I just want to take a minute to thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all of my beautiful subscribers. How are y'all doing? I'm doing great. If you're new here, hey, welcome. It's so nice to have you. If you're here for the first time, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, and y'all, let's get into this recap. We left off the episode with Huda letting Jeremiah know that she had a baby, and so he's looking like he's not processing it very well, but in the end he tells her, well, I still like you. And then he mentions winning. So I'm trying to figure out if he is just being okay with it in the moment because it's still a shock, or if he wants to look good on camera, because he's mentioning winning. And I'm just like, it's okay for you to see how you really feel, right? Because it's a big deal. So I don't know, how are y'all feeling about Jeremiah's response to Huda letting him know that she has a child? He then says in his confessional that logically that would be a deal breaker for him, but all of a sudden now that Huda is telling him he likes her a lot. So I'm thinking in my mind, it's giving I'm going to be okay with it until we get out of the villa. That's what it's giving to me. Bella pulls Nicholas for a chat, and clearly Sierra is bothered by them talking. And so I'm listening to the conversation between Bella and Nick, and it has no substance, literally no substance. She's laughing and I'm like, girl, what are you laughing at? He didn't say anything funny. So are you trying to get Sierra worked up? Because if that's what you're doing, it's working. Bella's about to tell Nicholas that she likes him for some reason when she realized that she now has feelings for him. And baby, Sierra said, the boy is mine. She done snatched Nick and she's like, it's my time now. So they head over to Soul Ties and she's telling him she feels a little bit uncomfortable, even if she knows that they're just exploring their connection and he has to explore his connection too. It does make her feel a little bit uncomfortable. Sierra is telling him that she likes him, she's always thinking about him and she misses him sometimes, and Nick is not giving her any kind of reassurance. He's telling Sierra, listen, we're still early in the process and I'm just getting to know everybody. And Sierra tells him, dude, at the end of the day, you still need to decide who you're going to stick with. And I'm starting to think that Nick is enjoying the fact that he has 2 girls, but you cannot keep juggling between 2 girls. Make up your mind, Nick, please. Next up, we see Huda and Shelly having a conversation. Huda is updating her on her conversation with Jeremiah. Huda is saying that she was not really pleased with the way Jeremiah responded to her, to her letting him know that she has a child. Shelly's telling her he has to process it, but if he's saying that it's okay, that doesn't change anything between y'all, then that is also a good sign. Now we're going to hold Jeremiah accountable and hope that he keeps his word. We'll see what happens later. But as they're heading to bed, he's sitting with Bella and he's telling Bella that Huda has a child. Bella already knows, but the point is, she told you she wants to tell everyone herself. Why are you telling Bella that? Bella is asking him if this is a deal breaker and he's not really saying yes or no. He's saying right now, I just feel good. So I feel like Jeremiah is just going to play along with it. And if they get to the end, then when they get out into the real world, it might be something different. I don't know. Do I think that they will last? I don't think so. I think this is going to play with his mind a lot. And he's also going to start questioning Huda on what she's not being honest with him about. That is just my opinion. Austin and Shelley have a chat, and I'm glad these two finally sat down and were real and honest about what's going on. Shelley tells him that she doesn't see a romantic connection with him, it's given more of a friendship, and he says, yeah, me too. But in his confessional, he's saying that he's been friends with his ex first, and that made the relationship long lasting. So, again, I feel like Austin has been pretending and just trying to stay in the villa, and so he was going to keep telling Shelly that he likes her, he's feeling her, but he doesn't really, because he just wants to stay in the villa. But I'm glad they finally talked about it and they're moving on. So Charlie gets a text read and it reads, Islanders, today you'll be playing Get into fourth base, load your bases and hit a home run for a grand slam. Shelly then gets a text while they're upstairs getting ready, and it says, girls, for today's challenge, you'll be drafting your very own dream team. Bella gets the next text that reads, rank your top 4 boys to form the ultimate lineup. Olandria gets the next text which says, who would you want to go to first base with, second base, third base, or fourth base with? And Huda gets a last text message which asks them to send the answers now. So it's game time, and each of the girls have to say who they chose for first base, second base, third base, and fourth base. So here's how it went down. Huda chose her first base to be Taylor, second base Nick, third base Ace, and of course fourth base Jeremiah. Olandria chose Nick for first base, second base Charlie, third base Ace, and of course fourth base Taylor. Sierra chose first base Charlie, second Taylor, third Austin, and of course fourth base was Nick. Shelley chose first base Charlie, second base Taylor, third Austin, and of course she chose Ace for her fourth base. Y'all, when Shelley and Austin were sharing that popsicles, the girls were like, suck on it, suck on it. It was like, suck on what? Suck on what? You better stop. Now, I was a little bit scared for Bella in the beginning, but Bella chose Charlie for her first base, second base was Taylor, third base was Ace, and of course she chose Nick for her fourth base. And y'all, she put it on him. She was bumping, she was grinding, she was straddling. Bella was putting on a show. Now, while they thought the game was over, of course, we get 2 new bombshells. Hannah, who's 23, she's from Tucson, Arizona, and Amaya, who's 25, from New York. When Hannah and Amaya stepped into the game, the girls were like, what the hell? But of course, the guys were excited. And so Hannah chose her first base as Austin, second Jeremiah, third Charlie, fourth Nick, and Amaya chose her first base as Charlie, second base Nick, third base Ace, and fourth was Jeremiah. Y'all, when she chose Jeremiah for fourth base, Huda was pissed. Huda was so pissed that the girls had to be telling her, girl, it's just a game. They were blocking her eyes. She was pissed as hell. Girl, y'all are not locked in. It's just a game. Why are you getting mad? Why are you so upset? I'm not gonna lie though, Amaya's laugh was a little bit annoying to me, but overall it was fun, it was nice. I enjoyed it. The bombshells are with the guys and they're getting to know the bombshells. They're just talking about the game, and then we also see the girls huddled up together and they're hyping up Bella. They're so happy. They're telling her how impressed they are that she came out of her shell. Huda is saying that she's not upset with Jeremiah, but she's pissed at Amaya. Girl, why are you pissed at the girl? It's the game. And so Shelley's like, girl, we're all exploring our connections. You all said that you all are still open to getting to know each other. And so she now tells the rest of the girls that she's a mom. She's telling Sierra that she wanted to wait for her to get to know a little bit more so that she can open up to her about what's going on. And because of the fact that she just told Jeremiah that she's a mom, she was really upset because she saw him kissing the girl. But girl, this is what you came on the show for. This is what you all do. So, how to get it together, please? So the bombshells head over to where the other girls are, and so they're getting to know them. They're asking them, what did the guys tell y'all? Did they tell y'all who they're couple up with? Hannah says everyone said that they were open except Jeremiah. He said that he was in a couple already. Meanwhile, while the guys are talking, Nick is saying that he kind of felt like he wanted to be the first to kiss Bella. Boy, bye, you chose Sierra, and so you don't have that privilege anymore. Moving on. So the girls and the guys, they get ready for the evening, and the bombshells are doing what they came in to do, right? They're getting to know all of the guys. Then get to see a conversation between Huda and Shelly, and Huda is still pissed. She's saying that she doesn't like Amaya. Girl, Amaya didn't do anything she didn't do anything to you. She came in and she's doing what she's supposed to do. Get to know her connections, get to know the guys like she's supposed to do. So why are you so mad at her? But can we take a moment to just give Shelly her flowers? Shelly is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. She is gorgeous. Oh my god. All right, let's move on now. Nick and Bella head up for a conversation, and he's telling her, oh, when I saw you kissing Charlie, I was feeling some type of way, and in my head I'm like, oh, now you're 80 and Sierra is 20. Boy, Nick, oh my goodness. Don't even get me started, because now you're just fooling ahead with whatever you want to say. You're trying to Nick, I don't have anything. I have nothing for you, Nick. Bella tells him, so you think you deserve to be my first kiss after how this you did me? But then she still went ahead and gave him a kiss. So I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? You literally letting Nick lie to your face. So literally after he was done kissing you, he was in that photo booth doing all kind of positions with Sierra. So I wouldn't be rejoicing if I was you, because Nick is just playing in your face. Nick, at this point, he's just horny. He just wants to have sex. That's what he's doing. And whichever one will give it up. But we know Bella is not going to give it up to him. And so obviously, like I said in my previous review, here comes this girl giving him all of this attention, who's ready to go the extra mile with him. He's going to pick her. That was where episode 4 left off. And so we're now on episode 6, because episode 5 was After Sun. Episode 6 is a continuation of the night after the game day. We see Huda and Jeremiah in Speakeasy. They're having a conversation. She's still upset about the fact that Amaya and Jeremiah kissed during the game as they were supposed to. And she's telling Jeremiah, oh, I know even if everybody has told her that we're a couple, she's still going to pull you for chats. Huda, that's what she's supposed to do. So I don't understand why you're so upset. This is what she's supposed to do, and she should pull Jeremiah for a chat. Y'all are saying that y'all are not locked in and y'all are still open, but at the same time, y'all aren't open to getting to know other people in the villa. That's what y'all are there for. So please go sit your behind somewhere. Next, we see Olandria and Taylor having a conversation about the game, and Olandria is saying that the game can somehow trigger something and spark a connection. They're talking about Bella, and Olandria is telling Taylor that Bella said she and Nick shared a kiss, and now she's back on Nick's radar. But they didn't get to see that he was also just in the photo booth with Sierra, tonguing her down too. Taylor saying, well, during the challenge too, because she kissed Charlie first, Nick was really upset, and I don't understand why Nick was upset. You chose Sierra. Y'all emotions are all over the place. Y'all need to get it together. We zoom in on a chat between Shelly and Ace, and it's always giggles and laughter with these two. But while they're having a conversation, I too am realizing that Ace hasn't gotten deeper with Shelly. And I know they're just still a couple of days in, but you keep telling her that you're interested in her, you like her, you want to be with her, you and I go together type shit. You tell her all of those kind of things, and then you don't even dive deeper in with her. Ace, I'm gonna need you to step it up, okay? If not, Love Island, can we send a bombshell for our girl Shelly, because we're not about to play these games with you, Ace. Okay? Ace says in his confessional that Shelly makes him want to be open, to express himself and all of that, but he also wants to explore his connection with Amaya. I didn't really see them having a connection, but apparently he does want to see if they have something. Huda then has a chat with Ace and she's like, I'm not mad at Jeremiah and I don't mind people pulling him for chats. I'm pissed when people pull him for chats. So Ace was like, do you realize we're just 4 days in? Exactly, we're just 4 days in. So you need to go sit your behind somewhere. Like I said earlier, get it together, Huda. Jeremiah is now on the dock and Amaya goes on the dock as well to have a conversation with him and she's telling him, I didn't know y'all were so tight. I mean, I wasn't trying to be vindictive or any type of thing. I was just trying to get to know you. Jeremiah is telling her, listen, you didn't do anything wrong. It was just a kiss. It was for a challenge. So you don't even have to worry about it. I was geeked also along with the guys when y'all came in. So no worries. You don't need to stress yourself out about anything. I'm trying to get to know you like I'm getting to know everybody else in the villa. Lies, you're not getting to know anybody else in the villa. So please stop it. But you should get to know everybody else in the villa. Maya tells him, look, you're not my connection. Thank you. Next. Amaya, on the other hand, she doesn't give a shit. She's getting to know everybody as she should. She's here to explore. She's here to get to know the guys and the girls from the villa. Well, the guys, because she's looking for love. So she doesn't give a shit. She's doing what she came in to do. She's with Austin now and she's getting to know him, and they do realize that they like to do morning meditations, and so they've agreed to do a morning meditation. The next day, I guess they're just trying to find out what's common between them. I don't see the two of them having a connection. I also feel at this point, Austin is going to do whatever he has to do to stay in the villa. Taylor heads to the room to have a chat with Ace. Nick also joins them. And Ace is like, you better sit your happy behind down. Now, I need to know what happened in Soul Ties. Not the guys trying to get the tea. So Nick is like, well, I took Bella to Soul Ties and we were just talking and I'm like, I want to do the fourth base over again. And we started making out. So Ace is like, well, where does that leave you with Sierra? And he's like, well, we kind of went to the photo booth and she kissed me. We started making out. Taylor is like, that's that 2-in-1 period, Taylor. Clock him. Ace is like, do you want my professional Dr. Phil advice? Not Dr. Phil. Oh my God. And he tells Nick, you're going to lose one of them. And yes, he will have to decide between Bella and Sierra. And guys, we're going to see who he decides to pick. So everyone's getting ready for bed. The guys are having their own private chat and they're spilling the tea. The girls are also doing the same. And it's just so funny. Because when Hannah said she could have had more chats with Charlie, but his face was on her face. All of the girls started screaming, ooh, that's a bar. It's the next day, it's raining, and Ace and Taylor, they're in the rain acting a fool. That reminded me of my childhood so much when we were younger and it started raining. We would go outside and play in the rain, myself and my siblings, and it was fun. Did you ever do that when you were younger? Please let me know. But anyways, the guys are gymming. Ace asked Austin who he's trying to have a connection with or who he's looking forward to talking to today. And he said that he's looking forward to talking to Shelly and also Amaya. And so Ace was looking like, not my girl, Shelly. But they're asking him also, well, who are you looking forward to talking to today? And he's like, I like to keep you on your toes, aka none of your damn business. Period. Is don't tell them your business. Nick steps in and he's like, well, I'm going to stop saying that Bella and Sierra are 50-50. I'm just going to tell them that I'm invested in them both. I am so sick and tired of Nick. Can we just move on, please? Yes, moving right along. The girls are sitting together and they're talking about how they love getting served breakfast in the morning. Hannah is saying that she loves her chats with Charlie and it feels like she's known him for such a long time. They have so much chemistry. Amaya then says that she talked to almost all of the guys, but who she really connected with was Ace and Austin. Now, these are both of the guys that are into Shelly. She says that she has a deep connection with Ace, but whenever she's with Austin, she's just laughing a whole lot and she likes spending time with them both. She also said that she had a chat with Jeremiah and he told her how tight him and Huda are. And so Huda is happy that Amaya is not going to be taking her man or trying to steal her man or trying to have a conversation with her man or look at her man, smile to him, laugh with him, touch his hand, give him water. So she's relieved. Okay, she's relieved. But she then apologizes to Amaya and she's like, oh, my emotions were running high. I don't usually behave that way. Says the woman who said that she was emotionally intelligent. Didn't she say that, y'all? Oh, okay. But anyway, she said that it doesn't feel nice to see it, but then she had to snap out of it and say, it's just a game. Go bye. I like you, so don't piss me off, Huda. Amaya and Austin are on the dock and they're meditating and they were shaking it like a salt shaker. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. I couldn't I couldn't take it serious. No offense, but I couldn't take it serious. Amaya then showed him one of her favorite positions and she's like, you'll be surprised at what I could do, baby. When she said that, Austin was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So she's telling him, I'm really loving the vibe between us. I love talking to you. And he cuts her off. One thing about me, I hate when I'm trying to say something and somebody cuts me off. That pisses the hell out of me, okay? But he's like, oh, I'm just sad I didn't get to give you a kiss. And she's like, it's not late now, and they share a kiss. And why was he moaning when he kissed her? Oh my god, that turned me off so much. Oh my god. Charlie and Hannah are having a chat, and honestly, I'm happy that Charlie found someone that he likes because he seems like a really nice guy. But then they're chatting, and over on the other side, Taylor, Nick, Sierra, Olandria, and Shelly they're trying to figure out what they're talking about. So they're having a whole other conversation, like trying to figure out what they're saying. It was a funny segment. They're all crazy. Until Hannah and Nick peeped that they were watching them. Landria and Taylor are having a chat and she's asking him if they're making progress and he says yes, they feel like they're best friends. And Olandria says when you start things off really physical with someone, that's all you have. And she loves the fact that they're going at each other's pace. They're not rushing into it, they're slowly getting into each other. But I'm starting to wonder if Taylor is really feeling that way or if he's wanting more from Olandria. He doesn't know how to tell her. Ace and Amaya are having a chat and he's asking how she's feeling. She said that she's feeling good so far. She's getting to know everyone. And he said that he loves her laugh. I don't like it. It's really annoying to me. Sorry, y'all, but it's really annoying. But anyway, she asked him what is the most romantic date he's ever planned. And he said that he flew a girl out. And he just had everything planned. The flowers, the gifts, the food, the places to go and everything. He said he loves love and he's a romantic kind of guy. But I haven't seen Ace make any moves on our girl Shelly that he's saying that he likes so much. But let's just see what layers come with Ace because it's giving he's an onion. He said that he's looking for something real and he wants to leave the villa with his person. And so Amaya says that she's not shy, but when she has a few margaritas in her, her hands are not the only things that can clap. Girl, girl. Sierra and Nick, they're catching up at the fire pit and she asked him what a date for them would look like. He said that he would take her to a cabin. There'll be a charcuterie board. I don't know if I botched the name. But like we say, hair pamaki batize, okay? I wasn't the one who baptized it. So he asked her, well, how would the night end? And she says, use your imagination. Now, we all know what he's talking about because Nick has been honest from the day he entered the villa and he's just ready to have sex with anybody. And he knows, like I said, that Sierra would give it up before Bella, okay? She then thanked him for making her breakfast in the morning and then he asked her if she felt any type of way because he also brought breakfast for Bella. And she said, naturally, yes, but not in a negative way. And she's so patient with him. She's like, I need you to get it off your chest and then pick me, okay? Sierra is such a pretty girl, and I just hope that Nick does right by her. Then we see Charlie and Austin running like two kids that just got candy. Austin just couldn't wait to tell Charlie about his chat with Amaya. He's saying how into Amaya he is, but he also wants to have a cuddle session with Shelly. Now, I don't know why he still thinks that there's a shot for him and Shelly when they literally just had a conversation and Shelly told him that she doesn't see a romantic spark with him, and he also agreed that there is no romantic spark between them. So I am a little bit confused unless he's Delulu. Like Bella said, Delulu will bring the Solulu. But what Solulu is it about to bring? I don't know. So now Shelly and Austin head over to have a chat and she's telling him, look, I'm kind of starting to enjoy your vibe. And so he's telling her about, okay, is this still romantic or platonic? Is that what we're trying to figure out? Because usually with my past relationships, we usually start off as friends and it takes off into being something romantic. Now, do I still think these two can work? No, but I do think that because Austin is a little bit more open about what he's feeling towards Shelly, she's kind of gravitating towards him as compared to the relationship she has with Ace. It is more playful, they don't really dive into deep, and Ace is not very open about how he's feeling, just like we go together and that type of thing, compared to Austin, who's like, I like you, I like spending time with you, you're very beautiful, that type of thing is kind of making her like him a little bit more. But girl, that's not the guy for you, okay? While they're talking, Shelly gets a text that reads, Islanders, tonight there will be a recoupling. The boys will choose and the girl not picked will be single and vulnerable. So things are about to shake the hell up. So immediately, everybody's nervous. Everybody's wondering who's about to go home. So the girls and the guys are getting ready and they're just talking amongst themselves because everybody's nervous and they don't know what is about to happen. We then get to see a chat between Ace and Shelly and she's asking him where his mind is at. And he says that he just wants to explore and get to know everyone. Then we get to see his confessional where he's saying that Amaya came in hot and heavy, saying that she's interested in him, but Shelly challenges his mind a little bit. Now, I'm starting to think that Ace wants Shelly to chase him, right? And Shelly is not that kind of girl. She's not about to chase you. If you want her, excuse me, she's a prize, okay? I am starting to kind of look at Ace a little bit differently, and he better make the right decision tonight. Nick is also making his rounds between Bella and Sierra, but I'm just ready for us to get to know how the recoupling goes. So whenever we see Ariana coming in, we know it's about to go down. Baby, Ariana looks bomb as usual. The looks she be giving you, let's get it, girl. So Ariana tells them that the girl who doesn't get picked, she's going to leave the villa immediately. She then asks all of the girls to come to the front with her. The guys stay seated and they will now decide who they would like to recouple with. The girls are now standing at the front and they look amazing. They all look bomb. So Jeremiah is the first guy to stand up and he's saying all of those wonderful things about Huda. He's saying that he cannot wait to wake up in the morning next to her. When he's ready to go to bed, she's what he's looking forward to cuddling with. He cannot wait to speak to her and be with her every day. And baby, Ace was giving all of the looks. Ace was giving us so much. So of course Jeremiah picks Huda and she says she's happy. He makes her feel so good. Taylor is the next guy to stand up and he says that he's picking this girl because from day one they've been exploring their connection and he likes being around her, and of course he picks Olandria. She said that she feels comfortable and happy being with Taylor. He feels like home and she feels like she's known him her whole life. Charlie is the next guy to pick the girl that he wants to couple up with, and he says that this girl picked him in the challenge and they've had chemistry from the challenge and he's just really excited to spend more time with her, and so Charlie picked Hannah. She said that Charlie makes her shy and giggly and she's just really happy to couple up with him. It's now Ace's turn to choose the girl that he would like to couple up with, and he's talking about this girl being so ambitious. She came in saying what she wants, she's gorgeous, she makes him laugh. And he's talking about how excited he is to share a bed with this person, to have late night chats. And baby, why did he pick Amaya? Because I was a little bit confused. I thought this was the moment he would pick Shelly, but no, he picked Amaya. Even Austin was shocked. Now, you better leave Shelly alone because this is the second girl that you have picked over her. Leave Shelly alone. Just do your thing and let her do her thing. As a matter of fact, Love Island, please send Shelly a man, a real one too. It's now Austin's turn, and he's talking about the woman that he would like to couple up with, and how every time they talk, they get deeper and deeper, and he sees himself being on the outside with her. I don't see it, but we know he's about to pick Shelly, and I'm just happy that she's still in the villa because she hasn't found her person yet. Shelly says that they've been very slow from the beginning, but now that they're getting to know each other and they're having all of those conversations, she can see that the chemistry is there. And now it's the tiebreaker. Nick now has to decide between Bella and Sierra. When I tell you my heart was beating so fast because I literally didn't know if he was going to decide between Bella or Sierra, which one he would actually pick. And y'all, he picked Sierra. He's saying all of these nice things about this girl because every time she talks about her future, he sees his future as well, how she's so beautiful on the inside and out. And then Bella is standing there thinking that he's talking about her, but the moment he said, "What we shared in the photo booth was amazing," she realized that he was about to pick Sierra. Sierra says that she feels validated and she doesn't feel like she's the one that's crazy for feeling the things that she's feeling. His face doesn't say it. That means that Bella is going home. Bella now has an opportunity to speak, and she says that in her life she's always put the wrong person first, period. Tell him he was the wrong person. But she says that she trusts God's plan for her life because her heart is the most beautiful, and she knows that there's someone out there who's going to know her worth, see it, and love it. Period, Bella, and you're going to find your person. So she's saying goodbye to all of the girls, and then Nick comes in and he says that he wants to have a chat with her. He's asking her how she's feeling. She said that she had high hopes for them. But Nick and his pimple is telling Bella that there's someone out there for her and someone is going to commit to her 100%. Nick, bye. Can you get off my screen, please? Y'all, and this is where the episode ends. Of course, we know that the next episode is about to be juicier because Sierra finds out that him and Bella kissed. But this is where episode 6 ends. Share all of your thoughts with me on episode 4 and episode 6. Guys, episode 7 will be coming out really soon, so look out for my recap on this one. But that's all I have for you guys on Love Island USA episodes 4 and 6, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.